Hello everyone, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Virgos out there for the week of September 22nd until the 28th. So without any further ado, let's get popping. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Show me the cards that I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What kind of love is coming towards my Virgos during the week of September 22nd to the 28th. Cards that I need to see. Okay. We got a couple things going on here. So, right off the bat, we got the Seven of Wands here. And, you know, this individual feels as though they have the high ground, okay? You know, they're pursuing you and they feel like they're in the right. There's probably as I can see here, there's a couple, there's one, two, there's another suitor here. So they feel as though, hey, I'm in the right here. I'm going to go for it. So they're going for it. So they feel like they have the high ground here and they're willing to defend their position and argue for their spot. So that's what's going on with that. So this individual, we got the air sign here, Ace of Swords. This is an air sign individual, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. So now the thing is, also, they're doing this with a sense of clarity. They know exactly what they're doing because they know exactly what they want and they want you. All right. So and also they want to recognize victory here too. So you know they want a victory here. They want a victory here, and so they're going for victory. So again, they're willing to argue for their spot. Hey, listen, competition, if you will. They're all for it, and you know, they've used their intuition as well. They thought about it, they contemplated it. It seems, you know, at least in their mind, you guys make the perfect couple, the perfect fit here. Okay, and as I was saying before, you have the Sixth of Wands here. So again, Ace of Swords, achieve victory. Six of Wands, recognize victory. So they think they as long as they're pretty much aggressive in their stance of pursuing a potential relationship with you, they believe they're going to be victorious. They're using their intuition, kind of feeling their way through the fissures, and they feel like they're definitely going to be victorious in this particular pursuit of you. Now, with that being said, we got the King of Cups here. So that's a water sign individual here. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And again, King of Cups, that, you know, very, very generous, very courteous. So this is a person that definitely wants to be very genuinely passionate individual, compassionate person for sure. However, they put the brakes on here. Got the Hangman here. And my belief in what I'm seeing here is the reason this is happening is because they felt like they've been stabbed in the back by the situation. Okay? which is the air sign individual. They probably know each other or are aware of each other. And the air sign individual was like, hey, you know what? You might as well just... That's why they decided to kind of turn up the heat a little bit, to pursue a little bit harder. And the water sign individual decided to just kind of pump the brakes, slow things down a little bit, because they're like, wait a minute. Now, in all due respect, again, this could possibly be a friend situation. They've known each other. And, you know, they were, you know, discussing being with you or trying to date you. It could be one of those type of situations, and you know, the water sign individual kind of pumped the brakes a bit because they felt betrayed by the air sign individual. Or it could be that the water sign individual was talking to you first, and you know, the air sign individual just came and was like, hey, get out of here, scram, I got this. And they kind of feel betrayed in the whole situation. Not betrayed by any, you know, just betrayed by the situation in and of itself. All right? And in addition to that is, even though this water sign individual wants to pursue you, you got the Nine of Pentacles here. So if things don't kind of work out the way they want, they'll be happy being solo. That's also a reason why they're not really putting up a whole lot of effort to pretty much really put a lot of emphasis in this dating thing. They kind of pull back a little bit to see how things are going to work out. Because if things don't work out, they'll just be happy being by themselves. So there's not a whole lot of emphasis on this thing, other than them just kind of feeling like, you know what, pursuing this relationship with you maybe is more trouble than it's worth, type of thing. So that's where they're at in their headspace. So with that being said, let's see what strength that you're dealing with during the week of the 22nd to the 28th. What kind of strengths my Virgo is dealing with during the week of the 22nd to the 28th? What kind of strengths are you guys dealing with? Ooh, okay, so we got right out the gate 9 of Pentacles. So, you know, you're pretty comfortable in your own skin at the moment yourself. You're like, hey, listen, you know what? If things pop off, that's great. If they don't, that's cool too. You know, so right now you're solidarily happy with yourself, comfortable in your own skin, enjoying your own company, as it were. So that's a pretty cool place to be. In addition here, you know, we got the 6 of Pentacles. So, you know, with that being said, you're still, you know, generous, nurturing. You want to be generous when it comes to your wealth and things of that nature, your money, in other words. So, you know, you're like, okay, cool. You know, I'm again, these are all your strengths. So you're happy being on your own if you have to. You don't necessarily want to, but if you have to, you will be. You know, going out on a date, hey, I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. So, you know, that type of thing going on. Now, with all that being said, we also got the 5 of Swords here. So if you're in a situation and with someone and you believe that the relationship is worth fighting for, then you'll do it. You're not just going to, you know, just because you're cool with being single if you have to doesn't mean you're a doormat. So you will fight for something that is worthwhile. Again, these are all strengths. So you're thinking, hey, how's the 3 of Swords a strength? Well, it's a strength because you have been in a third-party situation before, on the losing end of one, rather. You've been part of it. You've recognized it. You know how it feels, and so you've immunized yourself against putting yourself in a position to deal with something like that again. So, you know, which is probably why you are willing to fight for a situation if it's worth fighting for. With that being said, also we got the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands, you got a lot of passion, a lot of fiery passion. And Knight of Wands passion it's pretty quick too. It's like all encompassing, very passionate. Bang, it comes right at you. So you got a lot of passion to give in the right situation. You're not afraid to just go for it and pour, you know, go for it. You know, pour all your passion inside for the right situation. Now, we got the 2 of Wands here, which means that, you know, there's more than one choice, and you're very much aware of that. You know, there's more than one choice. You know, you're looking at this individual, but there's also a possibility of another individual too. Possibly these, like I said, these particularly 2 individuals. Again, the air sign and this water sign individual. So there are 2 potential interests that you're looking at here. Now, remember we were talking about Knight of Wands, energy, passion, moving very quickly. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands rather. Ace of Wands, explosive passion. So you got a lot of passion and sexual energy here. So it's passion here. There's a lot of passion here, but there's also a lot of sexual energy here too. A lot of sexual energy here. And for the right situation with the right person, explosive. All right. 3 of Pentacles, which says that again, you're happy. You know, you're cool being single for the moment, but you got everything on the table. So That means if there's a potential love interest at the place where you work, you'll pursue that if it's popping. You'll see what happens. You know, pretty much nothing is off limits right now. You know, you're just kind of looking around, seeing what's what. If it pops, it pops. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But, you know, you're like, hey, I'll look here, I'll look there. I'll give any potential situation a chance, no matter where they're from. If it vibes with me, if it looks like there's going to be the possibility that something worthwhile is going to come from it, in other words. Because in the end, finally, we got the Sun card, happiness here. You're happy, you want to remain happy, you want to put yourself in a situation where there's going to be the possibility that positive things are going to pop off here. So with that being said, what type of things from your past that could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? What potential things from the past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? Show me cards I need to see. The cards that I need to see. Here we go. So, right off the bat here, we got the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. You want to fulfill your wishes. You want to take your time. Nothing is off. No aspect is off limits at the moment. You're just kind of seeing what things are because you want to fulfill your wishes. All right. If anything gets in the way of you being able to fulfill the wishes that you want to fulfill, in other words, do things your way. You want to do things your way. If anything gets in the way of that, that's going to be a deal breaker. We also got the 5 of Wands here. All right. Which is a lot of tension, a lot of conflict, and a lot of argument. You know, you ain't in all that. Like I said, you're not afraid to fight for relationships worth fighting for, but the whole, you know, with this the competitive situation, like, you know, a whole lot of conflict and tension and things like that, yeah, you're not going to really deal with all that. You know, even though there seems to be this competitive thing going on right here, one of these individuals kind of stepped back, quite possibly because he got the vibe from you that you're not going to be dealing with a whole lot of competition, fighting, and nonsense. You're not really for it. So maybe put the brakes on. Was like, hey, you know what? Let me just see how that thing plays out. So it's not a whole lot of nonsense going on. You're not about all that. And finally, 5 of Pentacles. So again, talking about you being solidarity, happy, enjoying your own company. If either one of these individuals turn out not to be what you're looking for, you're not afraid to leave them both, walk away and leave them both in the cold, and walk away and just put the pause on things until you find something that kind of fits what you're looking for. You're not afraid to leave things, walk away from a situation, leave an individual in the cold if need be. So, with that being said, what additional information the Spirit wants to bestow upon you before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit wants to bestow upon you before I shut this thing down? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Ooh, show me cards that I need to see. They almost got away from me, y'all. Ooh. Bam, right out the gate. That wanted to come out. Heat. You don't say. So, as I've been talking about all of this sexual tension, all sexual passion, there's a lot of heat here. There's a lot of heat. A lot of heat coming from you. So, if the right situation presents itself, it's popping, the sex is going to be epic. That's pretty much what I'm saying. It's going to be some epic sex here. Straight up, like, you know, all night long type of stuff. It's going to be like that. There's a lot of sexual energy and passion here. And for the right situation, it's going to be a hell of a lot of heat here. Okay? So, also, we have reaction. Of course, it's going to be a reaction. And, I mean, you know, once you have that kind of connection with someone where there's a lot of sexual energy and passion, oh, that's definitely going to cause a reaction of sorts to you know, to the point where it's going to be, you know, even though you're solidarily happy on your own with these, and you know, other than if we had 2 water signs here, so other than with the water sign individual, like, you know, the reaction is going to be like, there's going to be like, yo, you're going to be all in. Okay, it's not going to be like with the kind of sexual energy and passion that you have going for you. It's gonna you know, maybe you're unaware of it, but it's going to raise things to like a level 10. All right. And so it's going to be a really solid connection, and a lot of it's going to be based on more than just it's going to be more based on more than just in sex. But sex is going to be a very big part of the situation. Is what I'm trying to say here. Also, we have here dependability. All right, and you want to more or less. I believe this message is more or less for you in terms of with the whole passion and sex thing here. There's going to be a certain dependability that this person is going to be drawn towards you and really, really need you and want you in their life. So when you go here, this is going to be end up turning into more than a booty call. This is going to be something deep, something passionate, and they're going to begin to depend on this. Like, okay, we're really serious, we're really deep here. And so Spirit just wants to make you aware that, hey, listen, once this thing is popping here, they're gonna be logged in other words. So just to make you aware of that situation. So with that being said, I'm gonna shut this thing down. Again, this was a general love reading. Hopefully it resonated with you guys. If it did, hey, that's cool. Feel free to get a personal reading. We can dig in a little bit further, see what we see. If it didn't, I can still give you a personal reading so we can find out what's going on in your particular situation. With that being said, my name is Adonis. I love you guys. I'll leave all the links and stuff below. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.